Hello and welcome to Columbus Local Podcast. I'm Len D'Amico and this is episode number 139. Today, on a bright, sunny afternoon, we have Eileen Motok.
Hi, Kent. Len.
I don't edit. Hey, listen, I've only known you for what, an hour? Maybe, so you get a hall pass.
Thank you.
And I don't edit, I'm sorry. But
That's okay.
It's all good. It's all good. Eileen Motok is a singer-songwriter who's was born, raised, still lives in Columbus, Ohio, USA. Mm-hmm. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited to be here. It was such a serendipitous occasion to be invited over here and now be doing a podcast.
And I had nothing to do with it.
I know.
What's going on? I don't know how that happened.
Well, Bethany Hodges suggested that you might be able to do the voiceover for me.
Yes.
And you reached out immediately.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's Sunday. I'm hanging out, trying to figure stuff out. I'm scrolling through Facebook. That's what I see. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can do it right now, actually.
I know. And I'm like, okay, let's do it.
And here you are.
I know.
And now we're doing a podcast episode.
It's very exciting. All this stuff happened very quickly.
That's kind of how I roll. You know, I for a living, I work to make things happen with people and project management. And so there's something to be said for just trying to get things done, you know. And while you're here, you may as well tell us what's going on with you, Eileen.
No hesitation. Well, I am a singer and a songwriter. I've been at this for 27 years, maybe a little bit longer. And my current project has been under construction for about a year and 5 months now.
It's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's called The New Blonde. It's a rock cover band, and we are going to be doing some of my originals.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And you're going to be doing some originals where?
Where?
Where are you guys going to be playing?
We don't even know yet. We're not prepared to play out yet. We need to get our 45, 50 songs down and get tight before we can book. So
yeah,
it's a process.
The New Blonde. Mm-hmm. We're going to keep an eye out for it.
Do you get it?
The New Blonde?
Uh-huh.
I don't know that I get it the way that you might intend. Is there something that you want to share about that?
I sure do.
Okay.
So the new blonde is silver is the new blonde. Just like orange is the new black.
I like that.
50 is the new 30. You know, we're not retiring. We're not gonna stay at home. We're not gonna, just kind of fade into the woodwork. We're gonna keep getting out there.
Yeah, man.
So everybody,
I like that attitude.
Thank you. So everybody in the band is 55 and up. I'm actually a baby at 57. Our drummer is 74, and our bass player and our guitarist are both 67.
Wow, that's great.
And we all have our silver hair, so.
That's even better.
Yeah, all natural.
The New Blonde.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Love it. Rock covers.
Yep, a lot of rock covers.
What kind of, you have a couple of those examples that you cover? A couple of the artists?
Yeah, we're trying to go 70s classic rock, and also add in some 90s pop punk. Some covers that we do are Bright Side by the Killers, No Doubt by, not No Doubt by, Just a Girl by No Doubt. We're doing Straight On by Heart. We're doing Rhiannon, We're trying to do all the female greats, Pretenders.
Nice. And your range,
Pat Benatar.
your range is very, very strong. You can cover all that.
Yeah, I can cover male leads and female leads, and I have a pretty good range.
Yeah, you do. No, it's awesome.
And it's fun. I love it. I love it.
Good. Well, congratulations, you got it together.
Thank you.
It does take so you have anything you want to share in like a year and a half of process and circumstance and that kind of thing in regard to lessons learned for, building a new band?
I do. So I met a bass player by auditioning for a band. I decided not to join that band, but as luck would have it, I ran into this guy again, and we both auditioned for an original band in Chillicothe. I went down there to do my audition. He was with them maybe 2 weeks, and it just wasn't what we wanted. Like, it wasn't the kind of music I wanted to sing. So we talked on the way home. I remember driving home from Chillicothe in the snow in January, and we were talking on the phone, and then we slept on it, talked the next day, and we said, why don't we start our own band? And it took so long to find a guitarist, almost a year. We had a temporary guitarist who lives in Michigan and Florida, and he was here for the summer. He kind of kept us going during the summer. We did some open jams. We jammed with him, and it just kind of kept morale up. Because we had a bass player, a drummer, and myself. And we could not find a guitarist. It's
tough.
We looked. We did a lot of things to try to find one. And we went through a couple that weren't a good fit. So about, I would say, 4 months ago, we found a guitarist. We had a change with the drummer. So we were fully formed.
Yeah.
And sadly, it's so hard to talk about it. My bass player, we booked our first gig. It was going to be Mother's Day, and we had to scramble because we had a lot of work to do. So we were working really hard trying to learn as many songs as we could.
Oh yeah.
We booked a photo session, and that was going to be on Tuesday. I talked to Brad. His name is Bradley Peterson. He was actually a world-renowned astrophysicist and a professor at OSU.
Wow.
Who, in his retirement, wanted nothing more than to be a bass player in a rock band. So, we were dedicated to doing this.
Yes.
And he was a mentor, a friend. He was so good to me.
Yeah.
He financed a lot of things. He purchased a PA. We did a lot together to form this band. So I talked to him on Friday before that photo session, and he told me he had a stomach ache and he had to leave his gym session. He was in great shape at 74, tons of energy, went to the gym 5 days a week, took really good care of himself. And on Saturday, we got word from his wife that he was in a full paralysis. And he contracted a virus. It was a form of Guillain-Barré syndrome. I'm not exactly sure if that's the right pronunciation. And he got very sick. He was aware, but like trapped on his body. And he was once he kind of came out of that, he was able to let his wife know that it was really scary and he was trapped.
Wow.
And also when he started coming out of, because they were doing everything they could. I'm not sure what hospital he was in, but he was getting top-notch medical care. They were doing treatments. There's 2 weeks of treatments. At one point he was able to mouth words to his wife, and he said, keep the band together no matter what, I'll be back in 6 weeks, at least 6 weeks. And then he transferred to a rehabilitation center. And then he got sepsis and died within 24 hours.
Sorry.
It was shocking. It was a real devastating blow, you know, especially after working so hard to get the band together. And I feel guilty for even saying that because I know his family is just devastated.
Yeah.
But he was real important to me, and it was very sad.
Very sorry.
Yeah, thank you. He was a great guy.
Yeah.
I went to his funeral, and there was just hundreds of people there, and everybody had nothing but good things to say. And I found out that he was either going to be a priest or a scientist, and he chose to be a scientist because he wanted to raise a family. But he had that kind of, befriend anyone, make you feel so good about yourself.
Wow.
He was a real, like a father figure to me.
Yes.
And a mentor. He helped me a lot. I loved him.
Yes.
But the remaining members, it was kind of a bonding experience for us, and we became real close. And we actually auditioned. We had 3 Ricks. all the bass players that we were looking at were named Rick. Coincidentally.
Not bad.
It's kind of funny.
It is funny.
But we got one of the Ricks, so.
That's good.
Yeah.
And you're formed, and so how often you guys rehearse, get together?
We get together every Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So ramping up, the new blonde.
Yes. Ramping
to a
up,
venue
trying to learn
near
all
you.
those songs.
Who's going to be booking? Do you front the band?
I front the band.
And manage the band?
It's kind of a group effort.
Yeah.
We don't have a manager.
Gotcha.
I can't say that I know everything about booking, but I have faith that we're gonna get bookings.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you will. I mean,
know
I've heard your material.
Thank you.
That's good stuff. And I might be able to introduce you to some folks too that might be able to help
That would be great.
with some of that.
Appreciate
Get
it.
some good exposure, etc. Come to a jam or two, do some songs, show them what you got.
Yeah. We've been going to some open jams. We're going to Eldorado's on Monday, and also
That's a good one.
We've
Definitely
been
a
to
good one.
Traditions on Tuesday.
Oh, you
to
have
Love.
already.
Yeah.
Great. That's was at the top of my list too.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I just played there with Soul Revival. We did a whole set.
Nice. I think I was there the week before.
Oh, okay.
I was so tired that night because I did Eldorado's the night before. I really wanted to come, but I had to sleep. Or at least
then
try
that
to
might have
sleep.
been the first time that we met.
I know. That would have been the
Tuesday.
first time we
Yeah.
met. I wasn't there though.
It's interesting. Well, I mean, social media works. I mean, you got a voiceover, and we're doing a podcast episode.
I
and
know.
That's good. It's all good karma.
Yeah. I just started doing some content on my Facebook page, just karaoke covers of the songs that we're doing. Helps me practice, and it's also good exposure.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, I'll try to connect with you afterward.
Definitely.
On the Facebook, at least. We, I also noticed that you had a relatively new release. Mm-hmm. That's pretty current news for you. What is that all about, Mallory?
So in 2024, I made a goal to release 2 songs, and I did. It was right at I think it was December 22nd when I got the second one out. But I did 2 songs. They were both quite different. I did it at a local studio in Grove City. And
which one was it? Do you remember?
It's Cantonia.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't know if she has a studio name, but she's a good sound engineer, and she just has a small home studio.
Nice.
And I hired people to do the music. In 23, I played out all year with a band called Mixtape. We were doing pop punk covers, and primarily, exclusively. And I learned all this great 90s music that I was never privy to. Like it was like a little bit after my time, and I just didn't catch that wave. But I don't know how old I was at that time, like 54. I learned all these pop punk songs from the 90s, and I was just like in love with this genre. So Mallory actually was born because the guitarist's wife was named Mallory, and she was real pretty and cute, and she kind of made me a little bit nervous. Like I felt, because I have a lot of, confidence issues. So she was giving me a little bit of like, does she like me? Does she not like me? So the whole thing is about kind of this girl insecurity around other girls, and her name is just so perfect for pop punk. It's like the perfect amount of syllables. It just worked beautifully. I mean, that song wrote itself.
And you wrote it?
Yeah, I wrote it.
That's cool.
I wrote it from start to finish. Like I could sing it a cappella, and you could hear the whole arrangement and the tempo. And I just asked people to write behind it. So it was completely finished, like the arrangement, the tempo,
Sure.
the way it sounded, and the guys just added guitar. And I actually wrote it. With the guitar part was actually written by Nick Young. He's an OSU graduate. He was in the OSU marching band. He was the guitarist who did the Queen show at OSU, which you can still look up. He's a really talented young man, and he's also a band director. So he does get the writing credit for the music part.
Wow. And the second song of the two that you released recently?
The second song was a piano ballad, and it was called Take It From Me. And it was a song that I wrote to process my childhood pain and grief. And it was like a prayer. You could still call it like a real soft rock song. I think they both fall under the rock umbrella, but so different.
Yeah, I'll say Mallory's very cool.
Thank
very
you.
Very pop punk, right?
Yeah.
Power pop.
Yeah.
Very upbeat and
Yeah.
generation of energy.
I think it's 140 beats per minute.
It gets you up there.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, you can't just sit around with that song. It's good.
My vocal coach at the time was Sierra Lee, and she has Arise Studios in Grove City, and she helped with that song a lot.
Awesome.
Both songs. She helped me identify the chords and things, because I actually write music in my head. I don't really know what I'm doing. It just comes out.
Really?
Yeah.
So when you're writing a song, do you say, I'm going to sit down and write a song, or do they just come to you in weird times and you're able to capture it somehow? What's your process?
It usually starts with like a lyric that kind of becomes a hook, and then I sit down and start kind of building the song lyrically, and then I just work it through. I've dreamed a song before. I've actually written a song in my sleep. Like I woke up singing it, and I was dreaming about like conducting it with a band, and so it's kind of a natural, organic process. Like I'm not a trained musician. I can't read music except maybe a little bit. I really don't actually know what I'm doing, but
you let it naturally.
It's correct. Like, I have good pitch, and I know what a chord progression it sounds like. So,
yeah,
it works. And then other musicians are able to kind of come in there and add in music. So,
it's cool.
I think I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you know what you're doing. You're natural.
Thank you.
Well, we can put links to this material in your description of this episode.
Okay.
And bring the listener to your music the way that you want it to be consumed, which will be my goal, and not just stringing it along at the end of this, and hearing it here. Let's get it to where you want them to hear it.
Sounds great.
It's all good. And so, Eileen, is there anything else currently that you're working on? Music, that's a lot. you know, you did some recent recordings. You've got a live band now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a rock band. It's going to be out soon. And anything else musically currently that you're involved?
Well, just this jingle that I'm writing for the paradigm shift. I've always wanted to write jingles because tunes come to me pretty quickly. If I have a few keywords, I can whip out a jingle, and I always thought that I could do that. And just the other day, I was looking at a post from the paradigm shift. The host's name is JP Bofenzi. And I got on and kind of listened to some of the material that was on the internet radio station, and I heard a jingle. I was like, JP, I'm writing you a jingle. You don't have to pay for it because it's going to be my first one.
There you go. And we got it recorded pretty quick.
Yeah.
2 takes.
2 takes. Yeah, 30 seconds. 30-second jingle. Yeah, I like writing songs. I can kind of... I've written in a lot of different genres. My goal is to kind of write songs in a lot of different genres, but I really like rock.
I'm with you, sister.
Yeah.
Totally. And you have a lot of friends in rock, local music.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Some camaraderie there.
I'm a slight recluse.
Not everybody.
So I don't know everybody.
Not everybody's out there, but you don't seem a recluse on stage.
Not at all. It's like 2 different people.
I mean, you're rocking.
Yeah. Did you watch some videos?
I did.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. And I'm at El Dorado's now and then. I may have seen you there. I'm not sure. Have you performed there recently, like within the last year?
We've just been going there for the past 3 weeks.
Okay. Oh, no. So I would not have seen you. I don't think I've been there to see you that.
Yeah,
There were a lot of more tribute type events that I've attended in recent weeks there.
Eldo's is a great place.
Yes. A shout out to El Dorado's.
Heck yeah.
On North High Street, just north of Morse Road.
Traditions is a great open jam.
Yes, it is. And oh yeah, and exactly. Patrick
Bullock is amazing.
Patrick is, I wanted to say that earlier too, and it slipped my mind, but I totally agree with you. He's just an absolute fantastic host.
I told him recently that he provides Olympic level support. He's one of the most supportive people that I've met out. You know, he just.
Yeah, and I would think he's definitely going to help you guys mature and getting some gigs and whatnot too, you know, through that vehicle. It's a great one because there's some of Columbus' best that play there.
There's so much
talent
there.
Grant Gilkey and Mike Rock on bass.
Mike Rock is amazing. I've known Mike Rock for 30
drummers,
years.
The guitar players, the everybody that goes through the vocalists. That's great.
That was nice to run into Mike Rock after 30 years, you know. I was like, oh, you're still kicking it.
You've known Mike Rock for 30 years?
Yeah, because when I was in an original band, you know, we would just see each other a lot.
Wow. On like the high street circuit of stuff, really?
The high street circuit.
So you've been around for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Well, so Eileen, where did music start for you? Like, how old were you, and what was it that kind of like brought you in? Do you remember?
Oh, yeah. It's quite a story.
Oh, let's hear it, girl. Coughing up.
Okay, so I had never... I sang in choir, 8th grade, you know. I was in a musical. So I sang. I liked singing. I never once ever thought about fronting a band or anything like that, or writing music. Like, that was never something that I thought about. When I was about... It was 1993, and I was partying hard, you know. We were doing it all. I was living in party houses with 5 people, you know, just hanging out, smoking weed, you know, drinking, just partying. I was also finishing up my degree at OSU. So that was kind of where I was. I was in my last year at OSU. I think I was about 25. I was kind of slightly late bloomer and things, but so we were doing a lot of psychedelics. So I was doing mushrooms, I was doing LSD, having all kinds of fun with that. But there was this particular night.
That you still remember. You're killing me over here.
There was this particular night where, our party house, the party house next to us, everybody gathered at our house. It was actually at 444 West 12th Avenue, like right by the tracks. It was a big old nasty house with lots of roaches. But we had like a huge party. Every drug consumed, big pile of cocaine on the table. I don't do this stuff anymore, guys. I really was never into cocaine, but the house next to us was. So
the other guys.
Other guys.
Over there.
Those other guys.
It wasn't us.
We had a certain kind of drug on one side and a certain kind of drug on the other. We were mostly weed and psychedelics. But anyway, we had this huge party. I'm on LSD. I'm drinking. I'm smoking. I probably did a little toot. I go upstairs and I start listening to the radio. And I laid down and I was wired, right? And I'm just laying there. I start closing my eyes and I start seeing like all kinds of red and blue lines, like my whole body was lit up. And I started seeing like this grid of energy in my body, and I was just like, what? And then I closed my eyes and I go into a full vision, like full color vision. And the messages and the images were related to what was on the radio. And during that time, whatever was speaking to me, I thought it was angels or God or, the source, the divine source, just started talking to me about music. Like I said, I'd never thought about being in a band. I'd never written a song. I was 25 years old.
Do you remember what that presence was like?
It was very benevolent. I just felt blissful. I was seeing all kinds of images, a lot of dancing bears because I was into the Grateful Dead at the time. And the messages that were coming were, music is the voice of the universe. Music is very powerful. This radio jingle that you're hearing right now is very powerful. The power depends on the intention behind the music. And then, like, that song, what's so silly about peace, love, and understand, that came on. And then the message.
Fun bass line, by the way. I played that.
Nice. So that came on, and then the message was,
man,
making music, to promote love, peace, and understanding, that's the way to go.
Yep.
Other people use music for darker purposes. What other? All kinds. And then
this hit you at 25-ish?
Yes. I'll tell you how it blew my mind later. I mean, I'd never experienced anything like this. I was raised Catholic. Didn't know anything about visions or anything like that.
It's funny. It's not even funny. I recently, within the last 6 months, I've had similar scenario.
Really?
Yeah. A very purposed message was given to me.
Yeah.
And
do you want to share it?
No.
Okay.
I'll share it with you later.
Okay.
But it's very personal. But it's something that rekindled my innate love for a higher power.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so at 25, you're getting this profound message.
It was profound.
Oh, believe me, I can relate to what you're saying.
Yeah.
And so you have this feeling, and you did use drugs, but maybe the drugs help you get to this space where you could have this conversation or this communication. It had probably nothing to do with that, though, did it? Or I don't.
It definitely opened something up.
Yeah.
So the next song that played was David Bowie's Under Pressure. I guess he sang it with, it wasn't just David Bowie, but Under Pressure came on. So then what I was seeing was...
Freddie Mercury.
I was seeing, yes, thank you. I was seeing souls trying to get through. They were all like in a big area, and they were all trying to fit through a very small area, like a bottleneck. Like, say this is a bottle, all the souls are filling up the bottle, and then they're trying to go through the neck of the bottle, but only a few can go through at a time. And it, under pressure, like we're under pressure, like something big is changing, something big is happening. This was 27 years ago, and you can kind of see it now. But like, I started to come out of it, started to get back down to earth. My mind was blown so wide open that I had no idea what happened to me. I was just like, what? Oh, okay, more happened. So then after that Under Pressure, I started it was almost like an NDE, near-death experience. I started shooting up into the stratosphere.
I know what you're saying.
I started shooting up into the stratosphere with the most blissful, like, oh, this is so... I was like the most beautiful, blissful feeling, like I was going straight back to God. And these angels or whatever they were, they're like, no. And they were like pushing me back down to earth, because I was like, I'm out of here. This is the most blissful feeling I've ever felt in my life. But they pushed me back down, and they're like, it's not time for you to go. It's not time for you to go there. You got to go back down. And then I was like, am I Jesus? What? I was like...
Right.
And they're like, no, you're not Jesus. Go back down. And I went back down into my body, and then I started waking up, and I'm just looking around like, what in the ever-loving world happened to me? And it, like...
I can relate. I can totally relate.
That's amazing.
I woke up at a taco stand on High Street. I was like, what happened to me? It's sort of like what you're just talking about. I'm like having flashbacks to my own personal experience, which I'll tell you about it later.
Okay.
But for you, right, that is profound.
So the only thing I could relate it to is I was at OSU, and I took a comparative religion class. And in that class, we learned about Black Elk Speaks, who had a vision for his people. And he describes the vision and, what he saw and stuff. And that's the only thing. I was like, I guess it must have been something like that, And that was the only thing I can kind of grasp onto. My little 25-year-old kind of sheltered brain was like blown wide open.
Yeah.
And all I could think is, I got to write music. Like that was the first thing I started thinking. I was like, well, I can't sing. I have no idea about any of that. So I'm going to have to find a band, and then I'm going to write lyrics for them. Whoops, be careful.
Sorry about that.
So that was like my first thought. And then shortly after that, serendipitously, I met a guitarist who wanted to start a band.
Wow. And
then we formed our first band. It was called The High Life.
How'd you spell that?
HIGHLI. It was just like the beer.
Gotcha. You played what? Campus stuff
we played
area?
on campus and
cover songs?
A little bit regionally. No, we played all originals.
Oh wow.
We did a few covers. And that band kind of it had two singers, so sometimes that creates conflict. I wanted to go off and have my own band, so we formed another band called Intuit, and it was very earthy, spiritual, divine feminine, goddess. You know, it was about the earth. You know, I was writing things like mother spirit, you know, just, you can probably, if you're interested, you can go listen to the first 2 albums.
Oh yeah, yeah, I definitely will.
But we started as a trio, and it was just acoustic guitar, vocals, and hand drums. I had one of the best djembe players in Columbus. He's actually in Michigan now.
Oh.
And he was just amazing. And we would get together, and I'd be like, I have a lyric. I have a melody. I've got a guitar part. I got a new drum part. And we'd sit there and we'd
Assemble.
and we did, and it would like fit perfectly. You know, that happened numerous times. It was just so,
Wow.
it was so organic and spiritual, and it just felt like we were in the flow, and it was beautiful. But it started to go bad, you know, like it was partially me, you know, partially alcohol and drugs. It just kind of started to go and just went downhill at some point. Like it felt
The
like
left turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt like I was going to go really far. You know, I self-produced 2 albums, and I paid for all of that myself, which was a big deal at the time because I was just like this really poor, young, single mom hippie, you know. And I got together like, you know, $5-6 to do this full album, and you know, we did 2 full albums, and they turned out pretty nice.
Is as Intuit?
I actually put my own name on it because it was just kind
It's
of...
as Eileen.
Well, the first one is Eileen Motok. The second one is Eileen Motok and Intuit. There was like some problems with the name, egos, different stuff like that.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah.
It happens.
And I produced it, and I paid for it, and I just felt kind of like...
That's how it's going out.
Yeah. I got a lot of flack for that.
Oh,
Forgive me.
Who am I to pry in these matters?
But we made these 2 albums. I mean, we had songs on there called Universal Themes, you know, Mother Spirit. Just all of it was very spiritual. It was very earthy. It was very organic.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's still out there. We actually got together and did I have rough tracks for a 3rd album that we never released.
What are you going to do with that?
I don't know. It's still there. It's still on my computer.
Maybe the new blonde can give those songs a new lift, perhaps.
There's maybe a couple. I mean, some of it's just so kind of weird and inaccessible. Like now when I look back, I'm like, folk rock, so boring. You know, it just seems like weird, like I'm just not into it anymore.
Yeah. You're
Get it?
not into it.
Pun.
Oh, I got it. What
Just
year?
not into
what
it
year
anymore.
did that fizzle? Ish.
It was about 2007.
Okay, so you were doing this music a while.
Yeah,
since
we
25.
were together about 10 years, and we never toured or anything like that. But we played a lot, and
Where would do you remember the places you were able to play that?
gosh, we played at Outfields.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah,
They had music every week.
on High Street.
We played there regularly. Gosh, we played like at Bernie's. We played. Just trying to think of
It's a
some of the
campus
places.
in
Yeah.
North Columbus, Old North.
And then every once in a while we'd be down in Cincinnati somewhere.
That's cool.
You know, maybe Cleveland, maybe. I'm not sure, but never got too far with it.
Right.
I had this kind of naive idea that if I just produced an album and it was physically there, that like all these great things would happen. Like I had no idea that you had to like market and have a manager and do all this kind of stuff.
Actually,
I was really
those
naive
are
at
all,
that time.
well, but it, that's with anything, it's
Yeah.
with a regular career too. You're
Yeah.
having to be able to market yourself,
Yeah.
market your products.
Right.
There's a lot to it.
I had
There's
no
so
idea.
much.
I had no idea about any of that. I just was
It's the
like,
business end.
I'm making an album. I just had the creative
Yeah.
spark.
Yeah. Well, that's vital. It's awesome to even have that, and to have it discovered the way that it came to you, which is
Yeah.
pretty profound.
That was pretty crazy.
Does it still hit you that way?
No, I was able to process it. Like, it took a long time.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I would feel like I was, like, insane or something, like, who goes through this kind of thing, and it's not like there was a lot of people to talk to about it,
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
You're the first one I've run across that's going to listen to what I have to say and be able to relate to what I'm saying. So Intuit, what did we say, 2000 and when it...
I'd say we were together about 1995 to about 2007.
That's a great run.
We would take what I would call hiatuses instead of a hiatus.
Yeah,
I hate us.
I hate us. Break.
You like my puns?
That was a nice break.
Yeah, I would, I'd give up. I mean, I there was things that I didn't like because I felt like I was doing the work and, this and that, and I was the most serious and this and that. And so I tried to force myself to learn acoustic guitar, and I tried to do that for myself. I learned enough chords where I could kind of play a few
Get
songs
through.
and sing a few songs that I wrote. And that was mostly country, kind of countryish, because that's kind of all I knew, And I did that a little while. I tried to be a little bit of a solo act. And then we'd get back together and play a few shows. And one of the best shows we ever played was we went to the Rock for Tots benefit, and that was really great. It was a great show. It was in like maybe Chillicothe or something, and we got auctioned off, so a really nice couple wanted us to come to their party. So we had this great house party show, and they had a pool and all this great food and alcohol. It was just tons of people there, and it was just one of the best times. As soon as I got off stage, I just jumped in that pool in all my clothes.
Nice.
That was a fun time.
Nice.
And we did reform slightly to do this kind of third, these rough tracks. And then we just kind of had a falling out and never really finished the album. But there's some pretty cool songs on it.
Yeah. I'll bet there are.
Yep.
So did that bring you then now to where you currently are? Or do you have some other music in between that, aside from your solo work?
Well, I raised my daughter, so I really didn't do much music during that time. She's now 28, so I tried to stick with it, but it was just too much, She needed more attention then. Like, I couldn't really focus on music and be a good mom, and so I kind of took a very long break. In 2017, like I said, we reformed and did that album that never got released. And then in 2022, I decided, I'm older, I don't have, she's grown up, I'm gonna go start doing some karaoke, try to get back into the music scene. And I did that, and I ran into the Harshalls from Blue Spectrum, Gene and Zane.
I know who they are.
Yeah.
They may know my name, maybe,
Yeah.
but I would be surprised if they don't know me.
So Gene was at Shakers. Shakers
sweet.
on the west side,
Yeah,
the one that burnt
by
down.
the casino.
So I was doing karaoke there pretty regularly, and he was there, and we met, and he's like, I think it'd be a nice idea to add a singer to Blue Spectrum. So I was in Blue Spectrum for a whole year, 2022, And it was a great experience. It got me back into music. And I did decide to leave them. It wasn't quite what I wanted to do. And then I formed the band with some other people, the band Mixtape. Like I said, we were doing the pop punk. So in 2022, I was singing regularly, playing out regularly. 23, playing out regularly. And then that fizzled out. And then, it took about a year to kind of start forming a new project.
The New Blonde.
Yeah. The new blonde is my baby. It's my baby. It's what I want to do.
That's good. That's awesome. And you got some bandmates that are right behind the mission.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really great guys. We're all a little different in our own ways, so we fit really well together.
That's cool. That's very cool.
I feel like I'm a little special.
I feel that you're very special.
I mean, I'm a little odd. I'm a little bit of an oddball. I always have been. So I don't always fit in perfectly.
Yeah, but that's what makes the world go round,
Yeah. I'm okay.
Everybody's an individual, You're at peace with yourself.
Yes,
I know that.
I am.
You're very content with yourself.
I'm very content with myself. I have not always been that way. I've had a lot of confidence issues. I've had a lot of mental health issues. I've had to work really hard to get here. It didn't happen easily. It was kind of like the first part of my life was really difficult. And I feel like this next part of my life is going to be really beautiful.
You know it is.
I know it is.
Because you're going to make it that way.
Yeah.
The best way to predict the future is to create it yourself.
Absolutely.
That's good for you.
Good.
That is good for you.
Yeah. That's good for all of us.
Yeah, and you'll continue to be good to you.
Life?
That's all that there is to do.
Yeah. I'm excited. I really am.
I love that. It's awesome.
I really am. I never gave up, I thought about it many times, but I never gave up on music. I always felt like it was my calling.
Are you still writing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I kind of have hundreds of unfinished songs.
Man.
I wrote one recently, kind of from start to finish, that is kind of funny, and it's kind of an amusing, also kind of punky song. I think I'm a punk.
That's badass, man. No question about it.
I think I might be a little punky.
Will the New Blonde have that punk lean, do you think?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, just in your delivery?
Yeah.
You're just going to throw it down?
Yeah, Evie likes punk too, so.
Okay.
One of the songs we just started doing, I guess it's more pop punk or whatever, but is What I Like About You by the Romantics.
Oh, yeah.
Love that song. So fun, super high energy. I don't know if you would consider that punk.
I think it's got a
little bit of an element to it.
It's processed punk.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're not going to be doing the Sex Pistols or anything.
No, but maybe Clash and
yeah,
Romantics and all that.
Blondie, I think, is a little bit punk.
That's cool.
We're doing Call Me and some other Blondie
No doubt
songs.
has, I think, that DNA in it.
Definitely.
You're doing some of that.
Definitely.
Good for you.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
I told my band that, even though we're elderly, that we're going to have to learn some of this new music. I feel like a mix of classic rock and 90s hits.
I'll come see that.
Yeah. I think it's a good mix.
Those are the bands that I like, that are pretty eclectic, and the bands that I'm involved in, personally, are eclectic, material-minded, and always stretching and, wanting to bring new stuff in and keeping the very, very, very best in the set list, that this group can perform. And, it's making the band strong, or stronger.
I'm so excited to be at that stage, you know, like an established band.
Yes.
You know? Not one that fizzled out in a year, but something that's going to grow and last.
The New Blonde.
The relationships are, you know, it's hard to keep a band together.
It is.
It really
can be.
It's hard to form it,
Yep.
that I found after a year and a half. And in the past, it's been hard to keep people together. But I have a lot of hope for the New Blonde.
For sure. Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a great formula.
Yeah, thank you. I'm excited.
Do you ever reflect on that 25-year-old experience with that purposed message and deliveries?
Yes, I feel like I do have a purpose in music, and I haven't really been able to fulfill it yet. But it's the path is unraveling, and I'm not done yet, you know.
I don't think you're done
No.
at all. I don't think you're near the end.
I think I just started.
It kind of seems that way, doesn't it?
Yeah,
But that's good.
I know. I'm just wondering, like, how long can I go? How long can I look okay up there?
We all kind of wonder that. I mean, I switched from playing guitar to bass when I really didn't plan on playing bass ever in my life.
Yeah.
To keep going.
Yeah.
How long can I keep going?
Right.
You know, I can pull it off. I mean, I don't have the best stage presence, but it is what it is. And I can do it on bass, you know, hang with my drummer.
Bass is my
great.
favorite instrument.
Oh, bass is, it's where it's at.
It really is.
It's the heart of it's the soul of the song.
I just love it.
Yeah, me too. You know, it's a newfound love for me.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful to shout out to Gabrielle Johnston for really kind of bringing that along in me. You
Nice.
know, yeah, good stuff, real
Cool.
good stuff. Yeah, I'm there as long as she needs me. You know, and as long as she's happy with my performance.
Right.
So for you, when do you anticipate maybe having a new music lineup, or even a show at a set at Traditions Jam? You know, are you looking at a month? Are you looking at 6 months or a year? What are you thinking?
We're already doing the open
Short sets.
Yeah, like 5 songs at Eldorado's on Monday nights.
Cool.
It
Are you
seems
branded
like
as the New Blonde?
Yes, now we will.
You
be.
are now, okay.
Now that we're fully formed, we've been doing kind of like a piecemeal.
Yeah.
Like, you know, having a bass player come up and play with us. But that place is kind of where those guys hang out, so that'll probably be where we're showcasing in a open jam format. And then they do have a new music Tuesday that we will probably do next. And then I have a couple bar owners that I know will let me come and play.
Nice.
So
Yeah, we're
it
trying to
shouldn't
get the
shouldn't
word
be
out
too
for
long.
you.
It shouldn't
you
be
know?
too long.
No, that's cool. Well, it sounds like you're there already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good. That's exciting news.
I'm ready to rock, believe me. So ready.
Well, good, man. We'll get this released, and you know, those that are listening too, check out the New Blonde.
Yeah. I will definitely keep people posted on when the shows are going to start happening, but I do not have anything scheduled. But you can probably check us out at Eldorado's for the open jam on Mondays.
Cool. I'm gonna try to make it. I'm always looking for something to do.
Yeah.
I'm going stir crazy these days.
And the whole band can't
Reminds me of
come on
COVID.
Tuesday to Traditions, but I often go there and sing with
On Mondays?
on Tuesdays at Traditions.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Like my
realize
drummer
that.
goes there every Tuesday, and I go there probably. I started going
Man,
again.
If I
probably
could go
every other
every
Tuesday.
week, I would do it. But I'm usually working on Tuesday nights.
I would too,
Which
but I
kinda-
gotta get up and go to work, and it's real hard.
Yeah, it's hard for me too during the week.
Yeah, I did all 3 of them. I did Monday night at Eldo's, Tuesday at Traditions, and then we had band practice on Wednesday. And I was
That's a lot of music.
exhausted because
That's a lot
I
of
have to
music.
get up and go to work at 7. So
Yeah,
can only do so much at this age.
at any age.
At any age.
But it does get weird in this age bracket.
Yeah. You got to really take care of yourself.
Yeah, you do.
Support the body. Make sure you're hydrating. Get your protein. Get your rest.
Rest is way up there.
It's not like when we were 25 and.
No.
Yep.
No, but it's still fun.
Oh yeah, it's so fun.
Well, man, that's really, really, really cool stuff. Any further insights or stories that you want to leave us with?
I really can't think of anything else
That's
to cover.
All right. No, that's cool.
I definitely want to write more music.
Yeah.
That's one of my passions. I just feel like I have to get this band together first.
Yeah.
And recording is very expensive. It's not something I can just easily do.
Right.
So.
Right on.
It took a lot of effort to do those 2 singles, and it was a lot of effort, you know, to get that done. I don't think people know how much goes into like creating something like that.
My happy place is a studio.
Yeah, me too.
You know, sitting around.
I miss it.
Playing
I
music.
want it. I want to be in the studio so bad. I've got whole concepts for lots of things. So.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just, the time and the people, the money.
Yeah.
But it's going to happen.
Good. You got a good rudder.
Yeah.
And you have, I have a sense that you have a really good sense of priorities.
Yeah, I do. I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, your band is number 1 for now.
Yep.
That's a good focus. That's a very time-consuming commitment.
Well, that's what's going to provide the visibility. You have to have something that's in real time in public. You can't just be on the internet. You can, but
Agreed.
it's more fun to play with people.
Heck yeah, man. And a wide range too, diversity.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Okay.
Well,
episode number 139. Eileen Motok.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
It was a
so
delight.
Great.
It was surprising. Your stories are amazing.
Thank you.
It's good stuff. Pretty out there. It's brave to even put it out there like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty out there.
I can be. I really can.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's all good. Episode 139. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.